I was married for almost 28 years to my high school sweetheart, Vicki, and we had 5 children together. In 1983, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and in 2001, she died from complications of MS. In the months following her death, I struggled with depression. But 3 years after that, I remarried. In 18 months, after a lot of anger and conflict and hurt on both sides, the marriage ended in divorce. But I also had an intense sense of guilt and worthlessness that I had failed as a husband and a father.
March 30th of 2000, my life as I knew it ended, along with all my hopes and dreams for my future. My husband, Stephen Strickland, died after an 18-month-long battle with cancer. During the next few years, I battled anger, depression. I was bitter.
In 2006, I was invited to the Christmas musical at TVC in Hastings. After church on the way out, I saw someone that I thought I knew, Pam Strickland. So that night we made contact by phone and talked, and talking led to lunch, and lunch led to a real date, and then after several dates, we decided that we wanted to spend our lives together.
We went through premarital counseling and were told we were the perfect fit. However, after getting married, it was anything but perfect. We'd raised our children differently, our priorities were different. Trying to blend and compensate those two together was very difficult.
Pam moved into the house that I had in Middleville with my 2 youngest children who were teenagers. Accepting a stepmom did not go smoothly, and within a matter of months, conflict was simmering once again.
Fast forward a year and I was diagnosed with cancer. I was one confused, frustrated, and emotional person. Not only was I trying to make a marriage work, but now I had to deal with cancer.
Less than a year after Pam's diagnosis, we were, for all intents and purposes, living separate lives.
Eventually, I decided to seek counseling for myself. During that counseling, I realized that I couldn't fix Dennis. I needed to fix me. And I needed to focus on me. I was not responsible for him, his actions, his reactions, his family, and how they felt about me or what they said about me. I was responsible only for myself.
We began meeting with a counselor who challenged us and helped me learn to take responsibility. Counseling wasn't a magic fix. I was still struggling with anger. I was angry at myself, at Pam, at the world in general,
and I think I had to come to the realization that what people think of me, I can't control. The only thing I can control is how I respond to what people say to me or to how people feel about me. It's my response that counts.
I had to learn to release my guilt and my anger to God. He was big enough to handle it, and I didn't need to carry that burden around anymore. Slowly, we began to rebuild our relationship. It took some months, but we began to regain that sense of trust and intimacy with each other.
I also came to accept that God was my only true and faithful friend. He was the one who accepted me no matter what I said, no matter what I did.
Well, now after 4 years back together and almost 8 years of marriage, I think we're both glad that we didn't just simply give up and walk away. We haven't resolved every issue, and we still don't see eye to eye on everything, but that's okay. We're learning how to deal with problems better. It's still complicated, but it's still very much worth it.